overweight. So that really inspired me to write that book. I found out about intermittent fasting. I found out about being on a caloric deficit, hitting your protein, hitting your macros, staying healthy even if you're eating low calories. And when I started to master that, I was able to lose almost 30 pounds. And because of that, I decided to start my YouTube channel, write a book so that I could reach more people. Thank you.
Okay. You have a twin running right in this competition.
Yeah, it's coming to do something.
So how would you handle it if you had to choose between him and you? What would you recommend to the judges?
Probably we would be photo okay.
Satisfied? Thank you very much, hopefuls. You may now head back. Let's now have the first for the next group of the hopefuls. Please join us here on stage.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Zach Pasqua. I am 38 years old. I'm supposed to be an accountant, but I rather pursue my passion, which is the love of cooking. And luckily, I'm now 18 years cooking as a culinary practitioner. And with my experience, I was able to put up my brand, which is called Z Nutrition. And I'm happy to say, I see a lot of people here who are my clients, who are able to gain their goals with my food. And with that, I was able to adopt my advocacy, which is to promote healthy food to get their goals to all Filipino people. And with Century Tuna as a greater platform, I can use this my advocacy to gain their goals of the Filipino people to eat more healthy, to be more healthy physically, mentally, and also out there. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Gian Luis. I thrive in the beauty industry as a marketing manager for a global direct selling beauty brand. I'm also, on top of my day job, I'm also an openly gay bodybuilder, thus competed in 4 physique competitions last year, and I'm proud to say that I have placed in all 4 of them. I'm here today to tell the story of how, as a corporate professional, who, in spite of having to work for an 8-to-5 job, was able to pursue his passion for bodybuilding and also has succeeded in it. I do believe that I want to inspire other people that with proper determination and perseverance, you can actually wing it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anton Danseco, 25 years old, standing 5 feet and 4 inches tall. I've always wanted to join this kind of competitions, but then my height is hindering me from it. But thank you to Century Tuna for giving us a chance to showcase our passion and love for fitness, to show the world that hard work and dedication can get you somewhere. People like me tend to be overlooked, so that's why I joined Century Tuna to remove the stereotype of that tall people, or that only tall people has the chance of winning this thing. You know, you can't do anything about your height. I can't do anything about it. But what I can do is I can improve my perspective and attitude. For me, walls and plateaus aren't meant to discourage you, but encourage you instead. Encourage you to become a better version of yesterday. Treat each opportunity as an opportunity to become better. Every mistake is a learning mistake. Do not let your limitations and fears confine what you can do, because our potential is limitless. Now, for my fitness advocacy, fitness is for everyone. Whether you are 25 or 55, it is never too late to start your fitness journey. My mom and I are 30 years apart, and we have one goal. Our goal is to stay fit and healthy as long as we can. And now she doesn't let her aging and her knee problems hinder her from her goals. And when I grow up, I want to be just like her. That's why I started my fitness journey as well. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because we've all been there, and trust me when I say that you'll make it. Lastly, the sun is always there to remind us that every day is a new day to be better. So prepare those meal plans and lift those weights so we can all confidently say, sun's out, guns out. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cash Fuerte. I'm 27 and I'm from Quezon City, an entertainment supervisor. Good to see you guys right here today. My journey started when I was a chubby kid as a very asthmatic person. The doctors told me that I needed to exercise at a very young age because all the fats in my body as I was a kid was crushing my lungs. And that's when my journey began. Ever since then, I continued to exercise, and I started going to the gym at a very young age as well. Was introduced to the battle gym, wherein I was working alongside bouncers and also eating as a lot of them. So I was getting so much muscle, I was gaining a lot of fat, and I thought I was very happy doing whatever they did. Within that span, I did it for 4 years, and in 4 years I also had a good relationship. But within that good relationship, we all know that good things must come to an end, wherein that relationship had to end and made me depressed and devastated, wherein all my progress going to the gym had to stop. I made sure that I wouldn't want to be going back to that hopeless life of mine and do not want to get devastated. I cannot count how many times I got drunk and wanted to end my life. One day, I told myself that I would always become a better version of myself. So from there, I continued to exercise. I set my goals. I wanted to make sure that I would always be in the best physique that I would always be. By the time that I was close to the finish line, just one leap away, looking at my body, 4-pack abs, one injury had to end it. I ended up injuring my cervical spine, ladies and gentlemen. I was injured. I was paralyzed for 15 to 20 minutes from head to toe, couldn't move at all. I was lucky enough that I'm standing right in front of you, in all honesty. I was bedridden for 10 days straight, had to go for countless physical therapy just to keep my mobility proper. And I was reminded daily by the doctors that I was lucky to be alive, standing right in front of you guys. Today, I'm here with my advocacy to tell people right here to never give up, no matter what. Fitness has always helped me throughout all my struggles in life. Every time I would fall back down, I would always get myself back up through fitness. And ladies and gentlemen, please do not repeat whatever I just did back then, because that phase in my life was not happy. and today I'm telling you I'm a better version of myself yesterday. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is James De Los Santos, and I'm 30 years old. I'm an athlete of the Philippine Karate team, and I was a 2011 and 2017 Southeast Asian Games bronze medalist. Now, being an athlete for a little more than a decade, physical and mental preparation were very huge key factors in preparing and training, especially for the international field. Now, in terms of the physical preparation, I would train for grueling hours, even to a point where I would injure myself and perform even in competition, even while I was injured. Now, in regards to the mental aspect, I can recall back in my very first Southeast Asian Games. I was about to perform. I was feeling nervous. The pressures were so high. Like, I was aware of the fact that thousands, or not even thousands, millions of Filipinos were watching me perform. And it came to a point where my nerves started getting into me. But then, before I performed, I put myself in the corner and I told myself, you trained hard up to this moment. Enjoy it. Trust in yourself and believe in yourself. And with that mindset, I was able to persevere and bring home glory to the country. And now that is my advocacy over there as well. I want to inspire people that no matter how hard, no matter how challenging that life may be, keep pushing yourself, because everybody out there in this world, we all have a gift to become great. It's just the problem is a lot of people lack confidence in themselves. And going through these experiences as a national athlete, I've gone through a lot of hardships, and I'm pretty sure everyone here has too. But it's all about the right mindset and the right hard work. The hard work and the dedication, and with the right mindset, you too can become a winner. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to become great. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Nicholas Chua, and I'm 39 years old. I'm here because I'm the fat kid inside, and will always be the fat kid inside. As a little child, I was probably like 5 years old. I remember I actually don't know why my mom would let me eat that, but you know, like I'd be at McDonald's and be like, "What do you want? 2 Big Macs, milkshake, French fries." So I pound that stuff like it was nothing. And throughout my, grade school and high school life, I was ridiculed, and I ballooned all the way up to 260 pounds in third year high school. And I was always a big kid, and I got to college, joined the track team, and just ran my ass off. I ran my ass off until, I got into a shape that I felt comfortable with, but, I tried to be competitive, I tried to be active in sports, but the problem therein was the injuries that I got. I have reconstructed knees, both my knees. I technically can't even run anymore. I can just do like squats and stuff. So I got down from 260 down to 180. Then after all my injuries, somehow surely and slowly just got back up and reached 240, and I just saw myself in the scale and was like, that's enough. I gotta change my lifestyle, and not just like a diet, because that's something I feel very strongly about when people talk about diets, that, diet, you do the South Beach diet, you do the Atkins diet, these short-term diets. I believe you should inculcate it and turn it into your lifestyle. So you eat what you want that makes you happy, but in a way that can change your life. So I'm here basically to, my advocacy here is more on obesity. Like my friends and family, I want to provide as an example to them that no matter how injured you are, no matter how heavy, how depressed you are, you can still fight back and be a better version of you every day. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We now invite you to please move closer to our judges so they get a better look at all of you. Come a little bit closer, please. And let's wait and see if the judges will have any question for any of you.
Hello, my question is for Chef Zach. Yes, I want to ask, do you use century tuna in your cooking? And then what's your favorite dish if you use century tuna?
We're actually using century tuna since we started. Mostly we use that for breakfast and sometimes dinner and lunch. The best breakfast meal that I can share to you with the century tuna is the very healthy, high protein, high fat meal called Swiss omelet with century tuna. It's all with egg white, very fluffy and so thick it melts in your mouth. And its inside are the best, healthiest ingredient that you can have, like peppers, onions, and also broccoli. Saliva, sarap nun. Yeah, that's it. That's the best century tuna that I think I used. Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Sir Greg?
Mr. Jim. Jim?
Hey, sir.
If you win as the Century Tuna Superbot 2020, as the winner for Century Tuna Superbot 2020, how would you be an advocate or like sort of like an endorser for the brand and for the lifestyle?
Two things. I wanna do my advocacy with the angle of having inspiring corporate professionals that they can have an alternative life outside of their usual day job. For me, I've actually started a lot of passion projects lately. One of which is bodybuilding, but actually for this year, I'm taking part in a dance class. I'm trying to be Magic Mike by June. So I'm doing a chairless class. So those kinds of things, by putting myself in front and showing them that I could learn these things, that they could have a life outside their own corporate jobs. That for me is a very strong advocacy. I believe that a lot of the target market of Century Tuna are those that consume young professionals. So I believe I gearing towards that target market. The other thing is my advocacy because I'm also gay. I also want to prove myself that I could do bodybuilding. I think respect begets respect. By doing the work, I've done the work last year, and I've actually gained. I believe that I've gained the respect of my fellow competitors as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Number 29.
Good afternoon.
So you said you pushed yourself to the point of breaking something or injuring yourself?
Yes, I have gone through that in previous international competitions. I mean, despite that, it would come to a point where, if I can recall, I competed in Vietnam and I had an injury on the back of my knee. And this was 2 weeks prior to the tournament, but since my name was already listed on the lineup, I still went out there and I competed. And surprisingly to myself, I was able to bring home a medal despite the injury.
So my question is, do you think athletes are healthy? And what is an overlooked aspect of recovery?
I would say that, yes, we have been told that athletes are a symbol of health because we always have to make sure that we are in top condition, especially for international competition. But it was unfortunate that I did have an injury prior to my competition. And of course, in training, that you always have to take care of yourself, always make sure that you are executing your forms properly to prevent any type of injury. And of course, diet is also is key in maintaining a healthy body, because that really plays a huge factor in putting out an excellent performance in competition. Thank you very much.
So what sport do you do?
Karate.
So you represented the country for karate, kumbaga. So you've worked hard for that. It's not a joke, no? how hard have you worked for this competition, and if ever you get in, how hard did you work to be on the top? Kumbaga?
Well, over the years as a national athlete, I've developed a mindset to always work hard in anything that you do, no matter what. And I will admit that this is something new to me, because I will also admit that being a national athlete for quite some time, it has always been in my routine to wake up, train hard, and go to sleep. This has been my routine for so many years, and I want to also explore on other things. Like, I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and try new things, because that is a way of growing as a person and also learning new things. That I see that, yes, this is also a very serious competition. It's something new to me. I admit that I was scared of trying out at first, but I told myself, hey, life is short. Go out there and do everything that you can. Thank you very much.
M28.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, guys. So
Hi.
you mentioned you moved from 260 to 180, went back up to 240, and now...
That was...
Ay, sorry.
Yeah, that was 30.
Mali pala. Pero di bale, meron din akong tanong for you.
Okay, thank you.
So, you were hanging out with a lot of asthmatics, and you
Yes.
mentioned as well that there was a time that you had to recover a number of times. So what were you telling yourself when you were recovering?
Recovering from asthma, I was telling myself that I would become the person who I would always shape myself for the future. As if not a lot of people know, as a person asthmatic at a very young age, you would have multiple times where you couldn't breathe, and it would always feel like every breath would be your last breath. And that's how bad it was for me. And I just kept telling myself that I would always become a normal person. I would always breathe like everyone else. And I would always play with the rest of the kids who's capable of running far distances without even gasping for air. And that was the first recovery that I dealt with. The second one was my injury. The injury that made me lose everything. The injury that almost made me alive. A cervical spine injury was not a joke. Bedridden for 10 days, having to go through multiple physical therapy. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair. I was told that I was lucky to be alive. And I was reminded daily with my second chance how lucky I am. I remind myself during the recovery that I would always continue to progress and go beyond each and everyone's expectations.
Can you share what caused the spinal?
Unfortunately, that's why I was so hesitant in telling the story. It's very traumatic. I did not lose consciousness. So each and every day, in all honesty, before I sleep, I could remember how it felt like. Basically, just for you guys to have a visual, if you guys are capable of putting your head going towards your back just like that, that's what happened to me. Nerve damage, hypersensitivity. You tap my arm, I would cry in pain. You guys tap the hospital bed, I would always cry in pain. So basically, again, my guardian angel, thank God for my guardian angel for letting me stand right in front of you guys today, being a stronger version of myself, better than ever.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Now
much.
can I continue to M30? Just so don't forget that question. So now you're the guy who moved from 260 to 180 to 240. And now you're where you are right now. So
Yes, sir.
what are you doing to make sure that you don't swing back to weight that you are not that satisfied with?
Well, what happened to me when I got down to 180 was I played in a lot of physical competitive sports. I was always like the bigger, bulkier guy in the team. So I'd always get people like telling me, "Hey." And then I got multiple knee injuries from that. So I got reconstructed ACLs on both knees, and then basically my knees have no more meniscus. So I have no more shock absorbers on my knees. So what I tried to do was I had to change my lifestyle. So even when I was 240, it just totally surprised me. It wasn't like a quick gain. It was a really slow gain back to the 240 because I already had kids during that time. So I was more focused on the moments when I was like, oh my God, I'm back to almost where I began. So I just had to changed basically the way I eat, the way I looked at food. And one of the more effective things for me in particular was doing some form of intermittent fasting, which I discovered from some of my friends. So when I changed my diet and turned it into a lifestyle and focused my exercising more on lower impact work, it seemed to work out better for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last one, 3-0. 30, sir.
Yes, sir.
Since you said you were the fat kid inside, and if you
I still am the fat kid.
if you are the fat kid inside and you're inside the competition, what would be your advice? How can you be an example of the kids that take fitness, nutrition for granted when they're very young?
Oh, they have to turn it into an everyday thing. I tell my kids that you have to be active every day. You have to drop those iPads. You know, you have to have time to, like, even if they make a mess around the house, I'm like, it's better than them playing with like gadgets and stuff. You know, you have to let kids be kids. So that's basically my line. Like nowadays, you know, it's nice. I understand they have to have time to do more relaxed activities as well, read books, draw, but I try to get them as active as they can be. If they want to make a mess, go ahead. We'll clean it up as long as you find that active, creative side. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions? None? All right, thank you so much, hopefuls. Congratulations on making it this far. Please head on to the back. Let's now have the first for the next group join us on stage.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ralph Sid. You could call me Sid. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Quezon City and work as a sales area supervisor. Then my health and I'm a fit and healthy advocacy is make your lifestyle, include your healthy and fit lifestyle in your daily routine, because based on my own experience, I weigh 300 pounds last 1 year and 9 months ago. Then up to this date, I'm 93 kilos as of this morning. So I just want to show everyone, no matter how heavy you are, how big you are, don't lose hope. Just be consistent and disciplined enough on your diet and your workout. And maybe in a time span of 1 year, 2 years, you could just be like me, fit and healthy. Thank you.
Aloha, everyone. My name is Malcolm Mostolas. I'm 32 years old, originally from Hawaii, USA. Currently from residing in Mutinlupa City. Big time sports guy. So much so, I got my bachelor's degree in exercise science and sports medicine. I love doing most sports, but the ones that are taking up most of my time today are rugby, golf, and surfing. Currently, I play for a local club team called the Alabang Eagles, with aspirations to hopefully one day represent the Philippines on the Philippine Volcano national team. I believe that sports has a unique way of motivating and inspiring someone to be the best that they can be, not only physically, but also mentally. And that's why I want to use this platform to promote my advocacy, which is a healthy and fit lifestyle through sports. Thank you.
Hello, po. Basic stats. My name is Kirk Bonda, age 22. I'm half German and half Filipino. And I'm here to say, first of all, thank you for everyone for joining us here today. And I want to share a very, very valuable concept today, which basically can be practically used everywhere in every life concept. But of course, especially in the fitness journey, it helped me tremendously. So I always say, KISS. Keep it simple and short. My father used to say, always like, I like it, keep it simple and stupid. It's funny, but it's very effective. So, for example, it's gonna be my guinea pig here.
Mrs. Sunshine. Sorry. Miss Sunshine. So for example, yes, Miss Sunshine will decide today, I will go home, I will start my fitness journey, and you will open your laptop and you're just like, okay, I want to start a fitness journey. You will probably hear or see two things, right? The most basic is diet, of course, hello, and workout. Oh my gosh, so much knowledge here. It's like overwhelming. Like what workout plan? Push, pull, legs, full body, upper, lower body, high intensity, low volume, much volume. So much. Like diet, even worse, like vegan, vegetarian, like paleo, keto, low carb, high carb. Oh my gosh. Somebody help Miss Sunshine, right? It's like, oh my gosh. But back to the concept, keep it simple and short. I guess I have a very good, or I'm blessed that I can be the person, could be the person that I can make it very simple and short. Because I work as a personal trainer, and I'm, well, blessed to work as a full-time model. And some people, they like to call me as a social media influencer or a inspiration. So with me just, sharing my life, sharing my journey, how simple it can be, because it's not easy. Dieting, workout, it's not easy, you still have to put the work, still the determination, discipline. Alright, it's not easy, but I believe if it's simple, you will see much faster results. And therefore, right, if you look in the mirror, it's like, oh my gosh, I can see something there, oh my god, what's that? It's like a muscle you've never seen before. So it keeps, the progress keeps going and going. So, yeah, thank you for being my guinea pig today. So with that said, I just want to say thank you very much for letting me be here, and hope you will enjoy everything else. Thank you. Salamat po.
Good afternoon. My name is Rad Alsgayer, and I'm 31 years old, and I'm from Cebu. And I'm Hapon. So I was a bullied kid because of my race, and I used to weigh 300 pounds. So I told myself I want to change for the better. That's why I told myself I want to change, not to prove to anybody, but to prove to myself that I can do it. And that's why I wanted to join this competition, to tell people that there's nothing wrong to change. Do your best to improve the best version of yourself. And most of all, I want people to be kind to each other, because you don't know you can change people's life in one day. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jason Senga. I'll be 39 years old in May. I'm originally from Calamba, Laguna, and I have been a flight attendant for 17 years. I am here today because fitness saved my life. A few years ago, before deciding to get into fitness, I've been having this recurring lower back pains, which is a typical injury that a flight attendant will get to their careers, maybe 8-10 years at a time. But in my case, it came to a point where it was so bad, I was self-medicating and started taking pills to help alleviate the pain. And this is something that was worrisome because I could have lost my job, even my life for it. But after months of working out, from posture correction to form improvement, from exercises, my injury was gone. And I've never had an injury since then. And this is the story that I want to share to people out there, that choosing fitness, choosing to live an active, healthy lifestyle, not only can it transform how you look, but it can also save your life. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm JV, 19 years old, from Manila. So I stand here today not with the best physique, not the most fluent, and not the most popular, but I stand here today as a teacher. I train the powerlifting and sprinting team at varsity. I help them reach their full potential and develop values such as hard work and perseverance that we can all apply in different aspects in your life. So, always remember, it's okay to struggle because it is through these struggles which will become the strengths of our tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Please move forward, come a little bit closer to our judges. And let's wait for questions that they may have for you. Let's begin with...
My question is for Jason. How do you deal with difficult passengers?
It depends, sir, how difficult. But usually, like for example, you fly United States, you'd always expect that something will happen. Not just, just before the flight begins, there will be something. And you just need to have that mindset that you'll be expecting those kind of passengers. And I think that mindset helps you to prepare for the flight, and you know that you need to have lots of patience for it. And I think it's also important to be nice to your passengers, because sometimes when they're nice, when they have an issue with the flight, everything just dissipates and everything's just good for them.
Thank you.
I have a question for Kirk. Want that? Hi.
Hey.
I just want to let you know that I'm single, but I'm not available. You're too young for me. I'm your tita. I like it. Keep it short and simple.
Yes.
Kiss. Very, very nice. But I have a question for you.
Go.
Do you believe in cheat days? And how do you deal with cheating on your diet?
I love the question because it's a very big topic in the fitness community. I personally do not believe in cheat days, because the moment somebody has to cheat, there's a deficient somewhere else. And for me, being in a diet, I have 3 priorities. Meaning, first of all, I need to be full. I don't like to feel like I'm in a diet. Because the moment I have to invest willpower into the diet, oh my gosh, no eating. It's taxing. So, I can talk so much about it. So, keep it simple and short. I don't believe it, because if you need cheat days to overcome your diet, you rather fix the whole foundation. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 34. Brother, you said you were 300 pounds before.
Yes.
Now you are?
I think I'm around 90 kilo, so it's around 190 pounds.
Oh, congratulations. No?
Thank you very
It's
much.
hard work. As you can see around, everybody has abs, and everybody's really hard and everything, no? Do you feel you're under them? How do you make yourself feel superior? How do you make yourself feel you can win this competition and be above these guys?
I've learned from life that you always need to be happy with who you are, and you need to be contented with what you have. So now I know I don't have the abs that other people have, but I tell myself I have a period of time to accomplish it. That's why I take this as a challenge to tell myself every day you have to wake up to improve yourself and to look like that. Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck. Man.
For number 32. Hello, as an athlete, you're still an athlete now. Can you tell me about a time that you've resorted to an extreme measure to attain your performance goals?
Yeah, sure. So in rugby, injuries are really hard to avoid. So there was one year, it was towards the end of our season. I think I had already sprained both of my ankles, and I had a sprained wrist, and something was going on with my thumb. So I literally bought a whole box of athletic tape. I looked like a mummy, just wrapped in all tape. And but that's probably the craziest thing I've ever done. But typically, because of what I do outside of the gym, I'm really conscious of my diet and also my recovery. So luckily for me, that has been the most extreme I've ever had to get. Is literally wrapping myself in athletic tape. So yeah.
We are good. Thank you so much.
I have a question for JV. Quick question. So you're among the youngest in this competition. And you're still in school, right?
Yes, sir.
So given a choice between cutting class and coming to a final go-see, which would you choose?
And that's actually happening right now, boys. I coordinated with my teacher in advance if I can take a makeup exam the following days instead.
Hey, good luck. Thank you.
Good luck.
And with that, best of luck to these hopefuls. Thank you so much. You may now head back. We've got another group of male hopefuls joining us. We've got the first one for this group right now.
Hello, the name is Craig Uy. I'm 19. I am currently a student studying civil engineering, and I'm here to advocate ageless fitness, meaning you're never too young or too old to start your own fitness journey. So as I am passionate about building buildings, I'm also passionate about helping others build a good physique and a solid mindset. So fitness doesn't have to come with age, so I hope to inspire everyone to start their own fitness journey and make a difference within themselves for the better. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Jella Salva. I'm 39 years old. I'm a pastry chef and entrepreneur. I'm also a chef for an activation specifically for Century Pacific Food Incorporated, specifically for 555, Coco Mama, and Angel. And being a person with disability, I was diagnosed with scoliosis 2 years ago, and I was told by the doctor to stop working out. And I did fall so much from it. But I realized it shouldn't stop from there. You can still be fit and healthy even though you have a disability. So what I did is somehow I incorporated the values of commitment, responsibility, and passion to myself in order for me to be able to go back to my healthy and fit body. And now I'm very proud to tell everyone that coming from 175 pounds, I am now at 141 and very convinced to be considered to be a superbod. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing great. I'm Lemuel, 31 from Quezon City. I'm a night supervisor, pero bata pa lang nagtatrabaho na ako. Actually, at the age of 5, kahit super pet ko, hinahabol ko na yung mga trap ng basura sa dump sites para maghanap ng pwedeng pagkakitaan para magpapil ka ng bigas. At nung elementary, nagtitinda ako ng mga kakanin. And nung high school, naging fishbowl vendor ako dito sa Quezon City. What I'm trying to say is, hindi madali yung pinagdaanan ko, but I did not give up. And I'm standing here to prove that I can be a superbod. And I want others to be inspired with my story. Dahil hindi rin ganun kadali yung pinagdaanan ko to achieve my fitness goals. Kung nakaya ko, kaya nila. And that's why my advocacy is to promote good health regardless of your financial status or economic status. You can be poor in money, but still rich in health. Again, I'm Lemuel Catalogo, purong Pilipino. Thank you.
Hi, my name is John Paulo Paparo. I'm 27 years old. I'm from San Juan City. Now, started going to the gym. I used to be a very skinny guy. And for 3 years, I've been doing fitness, but I never really had any results that I was proud of. I was never really happy with the body that I had. Because I would say I was very unsure of myself, unsure of my goals, unsure of what I wanted to be or who I was. But it was on July of last year where I really gave myself a goal. I really wanted to be the best version of myself physically and mentally. Honestly, I had so much self-doubt. I never thought I could achieve this. I mean, achieve this body and even stand here right in front of you. But despite all the struggles and despite all the self-doubts, I really didn't quit. I really pushed myself, and I'm here now standing right in front of you. Fitness really showed me who I am and who I wanted to be. It really made me discover parts of myself that I didn't know existed or was probably always there, but I just didn't know how to respect. It really made me realize what kind of person and what kind of future that I want to have. So I really want to help other people who are lost or who struggle with self-doubt. I really want to help them through fitness. I really want to help them discover what kind of person they can be. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ben Shorties, 27 from Pasig. It has always been my goal to promote fitness because I'm a fitness instructor, licensed nutritionist, dietitian, and a dancer choreographer. I joined Century Tuna Superbods because of the tagline, "Everybody is Superbod." Because as a openly gay, I believe that everyone can be an inspiration into fitness to everybody, regardless of gender, race, and identity. Thank you.
Oh, I have to look down. I still have my abs. Just in case I stapled them on. Anyway, ako po si Robert. Hello, my name is Robert Hamilton. I am a model and swim instructor from the United States of America. So the reason why I'm competing today is because, well, one, I'm competitive, I like winning, but also because I feel like this will be a very good platform to use to help promote a lifetime of fitness, right? So a main concern I see with a lot of people is that they have a tendency to set short-term goals. They're like, oh, I want that body right away. I want to look this way. Well, results take time, and time takes patience. So if you set short goals like that, then you will probably fall off of that fitness goal at some point. So instead, you should try to adopt it and change it into a lifestyle. Thank you so much.
Forward. Let's go a little bit closer to our judges, please. For one final look and possibly questions from our judges. Who would like to go first, if any? Do we have any questions for any of our hopefuls?
For number 42.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going? What do you think about taking selfies?
Selfies?
Of your body?
Oh, well, since I've been here for 12 days, by the way. I've been taking a lot of selfies. They're fun. They're also a good form of motivation as well, because you can kind of compare your progress, but just make sure if you're going to do that, use the same lighting, because sometimes people go to soft lighting and they'll look, oh my gosh, I'm so fat. But, or, you know, they'll have really harsh lighting, they'll look shredded that one day, but then the next day take a photo, they look completely different.
Okay, number 39.
Yes, sir.
As you probably noticed, all of the guys here in this competition are even practically have like great abs. So what sets you apart from this group of very fit men?
Okay. I think aside from my extent, I think I can also be relatable and I know the brand's mission. I think that's set me apart from them. Thank you.
Thank you.
The judges are satisfied. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on. Warren has a question.
Yeah, for Craig. What is it that you tell yourself every day when you wake up?
Again, sorry.
What is it that you tell yourself every day when you wake up?
First thing that usually comes to mind when I wake up is what I'm supposed to do for that day, because as a student, it's very hard for me to balance my schedule with fitness. So I always have to think of a schedule in my head at this time I'm going to be in class, after I'm going to have to go eat lunch, then go to the gym afterwards. So first thing that comes to mind when I wake up is always my schedule and my time, how I make the most out of it. Yeah, thank you.
Sir Greg has a question.
Gianpaolo. So now that you've seen your competition, I think in the other room, right? What preparations or changes would you have to do to win this competition?
I definitely have to prepare, besides physically, I definitely have to prepare like mentally, because I've never done anything like this. I'm actually really nervous, but this is definitely a new thing for me. But fitness really helped me discover that I have courage, to do something, even if you're scared to do it, even if you're anxious. And the reason why I'm here is because fitness made me discover that. So I would work really on becoming more confident and speaking better and really expressing what I really want to say and really show how I want to inspire others. Thank you.
Thanks. I have the same question for Mr. Bench. So now that you've seen the competition, what preparations or changes would you do to win?
Actually, I'm so very nervous because I've seen so many hot guys at the back. And then think of those things, because last 2018 I diagnosed on a certain condition. That's why I'm taking meds. And those medicines makes my muscle like small and then unwanted fat inside. And after that, I became so depressed because I didn't book any modeling jobs after that. And given a chance to this competition, if I'll be part of this competition, I will improve myself and will not just raise the LGBTQ community, but also to the people who are left behind and to the people who are actually struggling in some instances in their life. Thank you.
For number 38. So I've heard plenty of times that doctors tell people to stop working out because of their scolio.
Yes, sir.
You're proof that you don't have to stop working out. What can you say about that? Would you disagree? What kind of advice can you give to people suffering from scolio?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Actually, the good thing right now, because of technology, because of science, everything is developing. So the good thing on my end, I was able to somehow look for a person, an institution who knows how to handle my condition. So it is proven because coming from 175 pounds, now I got a little abs after almost a year of working out. So I believe that you can still be fit and healthy even though that you have the condition of scoliosis. Thank you so much.
We got a nod. Thank you, gentlemen. We now head back. Congratulations on getting this far. We are ready for more male hopefuls. Please join us on stage right now.
Hello po. My name is Jason P. Tan, 21 years old from the city of Bangkok. And before anything else, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. So just a little background of myself. I'm